welcome back to the channel. And it is beginning to get hot. Actually, it's not beginning to get hot, it's already there. We've had extremely humid weather this last week and several thunderstorms, a lot of rain, but the fish, they're still holding tight to some of the structure that they've been holding to all spring. You can see them there, but we've caught them who knows how many times, and they're just beginning to get finicky. And as you can see right there, I had one, and I don't know if I missed it. I think I might have got a little bit of meat on it, but not a lot. But you can see all them fish sitting down there. I mean, this is 14 foot of water, got structure coming all the way up to 5. I nabbed one of the smaller ones there. And what we're trying to do is just pick apart this structure. You see in this clip here, usually I already got one there, but usually keep it at about 20, or actually I like to run it at 30 feet, but I've actually, on the days like this where it's not real windy and you have the boat real still, I've actually brought it into 20 feet. And the reason why I'm doing this is because these limbs, there's so many limbs, and I'm having to pick it apart just such piece by piece. I'm going over top of that limb and just dropping it right down in there. And this just it lets me be just a little bit more technical with the approach and be able to go through this structure a little bit easier. You can see a lot more, and it's just like anything, if you're trying to work on maybe threading a needle or anything, a lot of times you'll pull out glasses or a magnifying glass to be able to see it, and that's what you do by zooming in, going from 20 to from 30 down to 20 feet. See, we're able to pick that fish up right there. Tried casting a little bit earlier, no luck. These fish right now, they've been a lot of pressure. I think there was 3 bass tournaments on the lake today, and I slept in. I didn't get out there till a little bit later. It was probably 9 o'clock before I got on the water. Well, actually, it was probably closer to 10. But got on the water. I've seen several boats, just going over, not particularly this structure. I think there was one leaving this structure that I was pulling into it, but the fish are finicky. I mean, at this point it's 83 degrees, and actually I went up the river and I think I saw maybe 87 degrees was the highest that I seen in the water, but it was hot. And here you can notice I'm sitting down. I don't fish sitting down. I thought I'm going to relax today and try this, see if I can't sit down, maybe get a little bit different angle on what I'm showing people. Maybe you can see him there. That one there, he acted like he wanted it. I called him. But it's trying a few different things. I love the idea of sitting down and fishing. It seems relaxing, but it's just, you'll see here, I abandoned that pretty quick. But today we're using the Southern Slab baits again. They've been working really good, and I'm kind of one of those guys, whenever you find something that works, just keep with it. And the one thing that I've noticed about these baits is just how right out of the package they have a lot of scent to them. And I've noticed that after you use them for a little while, the scent's still there, but of course the oil that's on the outside of them will come off. So of course the initial drop is always a little bit better, but the bait's held up really well. I think the one that's like a dirty monkey body with the chartreuse tail, I think I have actually wore a couple of those out, but a lot of them where I've just been trying to use some different baits, use some different colors, they're holding up really well. So whatever plastic that company's using to make them out of is great, and whatever secret sauce that they douse them in, it smells like I guess a shad or a bait fish or something. It works really well. The colors, I was actually surprised, and you'll see it later in one of these videos, or in one of these clips. I actually switched to a red bait, and I missed that one, I think. Alright, so I'll get back to the whole red bait thing here later when I'm actually using it. So we moved, and where I was earlier was extreme. The water was very clear, and I weekend ton of boats. I mean, it's just hard to stay still just because of all the wake. So I went up the river, and where we had all the thunderstorms and rain, got up the river, but the water was pretty murky, and I switched up to an orange bait. It's like a mermaid tail with a bigger profile, and you see these fish there hanging right on the bottom, and the water, it isn't real clear, so they may be having a hard time seeing this bait. So I'm gonna get it right down there on top of them, and I'm pushed out a little bit further than what I normally would be at 40 feet, and that was because I was actually out to like 80, well, maybe not 80 feet, maybe 70 feet where it went, seeing the structure.
Got him.
But these fish up here in this muddy water, they were actually biting it like they were supposed to. They were actually hitting it, so that was quite refreshing, as most of these fish have just been barely nipping it. These here actually decided to eat it like they meant it. And here I am, kind of zooming in back down to 30 feet, and you can see that you're just having to be very meticulous. Brought that one right up off the bottom. Actually, the one that I was targeting didn't hit it when that little joker slid in there. But I'm just gonna. It looks like there's about 6 minutes here with this orange mermaid tail. As soon as it could get in the water, I was getting bit. So here I go back down in the water. I don't think I edited anything. I don't think I cut anything out. So drop it down there. You can see they're just sitting right there on the bottom. See? Then popped another one back out of there. So that's pretty cool. Let y'all just watch some of this uncut footage here, Livescope footage, fishing this shallow water. Even though water temps have come up, this particular pile here, it seemed to hold quite a bit of fish. I'm gonna let y'all watch this, and then I will hop back in here with the commentary whenever we get to the next spot.
go. That was what we were looking for. Much better fish. I really tell these fish are not nearly as precious as these other fish, just because good little fish got mud all over his butt. Got some good size on. That would be a good one to take home, put in a skillet right there. We switched up. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the watercolor is a lot dingier. We've had quite a bit of rain. The lake's coming up, so we come up the creek, and even though we're in stingier water, switched to a bigger profile bait and went to an orange. I seem to have a lot of luck in muddy water with an orange colored bait, so switched up to it. And this is a Southern Slab, I think like a 2.5-inch mermaid tail, but it's doing really good up here in this muddy water. GoPro capture. And another one. Yep. Look at that. Oh, you joker. He actually choked it. I mean, got a little bit of his gill. Daggone it. Another good fish. Maybe he'll live. They are.
I'm back, and I had, I'll be honest with you, I didn't have a lot of confidence in red baits just because I'd used some earlier in the year and not had any love with them. Didn't have any love with them last year, so I got this big fish. Oh, there he is, and stuck him. But I hadn't. But I had him. I said, you know what? I'm gonna stick it on there, and it's a really good looking bait, and you'll get a close up of it here. But stuck them on there, and those fish they actually attacked it. See, you can see a little bit of it right there, but they actually attacked it, and that was it was very refreshing. And as you can see, once again, zoomed in at 20 feet, which isn't necessarily what I recommend, but whenever it's dead calm and you're really having to be extremely meticulous with how you're picking apart these structures, it just, it kind of zooms in, gives you a little bit better look at where everything's at. You can see pretty good fish here. I can't remember if this one bites or, yeah, it's going to spook this one away, I believe, because see how my boat's rocking? He just goes back down there, so what I'm going to do, I'll just dip it back down there and give it to him again. But appreciate everybody watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment, share these videos, and we'll keep bringing you content. Thank you.
Thank you, Southern Slab. That is awesome. I don't know what color that is. They sent it to me, said, hey, try some new colors. And it's like a monkey milk with like a kind of a blood cherry color, and it is awesome.